Self-care to me is to take care of one's own self, not just a person's health, but also the person's mind, the whole body. So in that way, when you personally ask me, I go for a daily walk in the morning. Apart from that, a little amount of meditation to keep the inner soul peaceful, and then personal hygiene is also extremely important. More than anything else, taking care of one's own self, to be in peace, to rest well, to eat well, to sleep well, is what is self-care to me.
Right, to make myself mindful of what I'm doing, and I also journalize so that on a later date it would be useful for me. It also acts as a reference for me to take on a day-to-day basis.
ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಶಿಸ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ನಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಗ ಮಲಗಿ ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಮುಂಜಾನೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಉಳಿದ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವ್ಯಾಯಾಮ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಸೈಕ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು 5ರಿಂದ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ವರೆಗೂ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನನ್ನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಹಳ ಲವಲವಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
I spend some good time with my pet so that whenever I'm stressed or too busy at work, I get relaxed.
In my free time, I do gardening. It gives me immense pleasure when I see the flowers blooming. Recently, I shot a small video of honeybee on a flower, so that was a really pleasurable moment to watch, and this is what I do in my free time. Thank you.
I practice art, especially mandala, which helps me process my thoughts at that particular moment and also helps me concentrate better.
For self-care, I kind of look to the divine. I pray, if that's okay to say. And sometimes, of course, I do sing a lot. That kind of eases my tension off. Actually, my wife tells that I do. And of course, it helps me a lot, casting off your burdens off, although you know that it's going to be there. But at least knowing that someone's with you through this journey helps a lot. So I place my bet on trusting in God and maybe praying or sing a hymn, or rather also look at my stamps. Yeah, I call it a stamp, so philatelist. So looking at stamps also sometimes eases up. Yeah, but
for my stress out, I play badminton, have fun with my colleagues.
I generally write letters, emails, notes, and anything else so that I can process whatever I'm feeling at that moment, and I tend to feel much better later on.
As part of self-care day, what self-care means to me is I go on a drive. Right? That relaxes my mind. I feel like spending my time with the nature. That relaxes me, and that's how I take care of myself. Thank you.
When I'm stressed, I spend most of my time with my nephews playing badminton, and also I play with my friends badminton. And the more I'm stressed, I like to go alone on a long drive.
Self-care is taking care of myself, and I give importance to self-care because it gives me joy and happiness. And what I do for self-care, I basically make sure that I keep myself engaged in some of the activities like getting involved in social service, which is going to help people. And I also travel whenever is possible.
I listen to music, I talk to friends, and sometimes make time for meditation. Now this calms down my thoughts and helps me rejuvenate from within.
Self-care is any behavior that we intentionally choose to maintain or to improve our physical health, mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health. It can be something like doing any form of physical activity, exercise, yoga, meditation, sitting in silence or praying, connecting with our loved ones, or just doing anything that brings us happiness and brings us peace. The Department of Psychology wishes everyone a happy self-care day and encourages all of you to prioritize your self-care.